Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on where you are in this world, God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. Today we're back in Halley's Bible Handbook. In Halley's Bible Handbook, and we are in the book of Isaiah, and we are in chapter 17. Damascus, a continuation of the thought of chapter 7, probably written about the same time, during the Syro-Israelite attack on Judah in 734 BC, and fulfilled shortly thereafter in the invasions of the Telath, Philisur, and Sargon. It is directed against Israel also, in verses 3 through 4, because they were in alliance with Damascus. Look to their Maker, in verse 7, that the remnant left in the northern kingdom returned to Jehovah, is indicated in 2 Chronicles 34, verse 9. Closes with the vision of the overthrow of the Assyrians, following their victory over Syria and Israel, verses 12 through 14, especially 14, which seems like a definite reference to chapter 37, verse 36. So here we go, and we have the King James Version of the Holy Bible in chapter 17. The burden of Damascus. Behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. The cities of Aroer are forsaken. They shall be for flocks. They shall lie down, and none shall make them afraid. The fortress also shall cease from Ephraim, and the kingdom from Damascus. And the remnant of Syria, they shall be as the glory of the children of Israel, saith the Lord of hosts. And in that day it shall come to pass, that the glory of Jacob shall be made thin, and the fatness of his flesh shall wax lean. And it shall be as when the harvestman gathereth the corn, and reapeth the ears with his arm. And it shall be as he that gathereth ears in the valley of Rephaim, yet gleaning grapes shall be left in it, as the shaking of an olive tree, 2 or 3 berries in the top of the uttermost bough, 4 or 5 in the outmost fruitful branches thereof, saith the Lord God of Israel. At that day shall a man look to his Maker, and his eyes shall have respect to the Holy One of Israel. And he shall not look to the altars, the work of his hands, neither shall respect that which his fingers have made, neither the groves nor the images. There he's talking about the false idols, where they go up under the trees and make altars and worship false gods. And he shall not look to the altars, the work of his hands, neither shall respect that which his fingers have made, either the groves or the images. In that day shall his strong cities be forsaken, bough, and an uttermost branch, which they left because of the children of Israel, and there shall be desolation. Because thou hast forgotten the God of thy salvation, and hast not been mindful of the rock of thy strength, therefore shalt thou plant pleasant plants, and shalt set it with strange slips. And that's set out foreign seedlings. In the day shalt thou make thy plant to grow, and in the morning shalt thou make thy seed to flourish. But the harvest shall be a heap in the day of grief and of desperate sorrow. Woe to the multitude of many people, which make a noise like the noise of the seas, and to the rushing of nations, that make a rushing like the rushing of mighty waters. The nations shall rush like the rushing of many waters, but God will rebuke them, and they shall flee far off, and shall be chased as the chaff of the mountains before the wind, and like a rolling thing before the whirlwind. And behold, at eventide trouble, and before the morning he is not. This is the portion of them that spoil us, and the lot of them that rob us. And as always, I love you. Now I'm going back to bed. I will try to read some more, or study some more when I get up, and maybe I can make a few more videos, and we can continue to study the Lord's Word. I am so tired. I just feel like I could fall over right here and go to sleep. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been to a couple of doctors now, 3 doctors, and I guess I'm going to have to see another one because I can't figure out what's going on. Anyway, they still want to do that MRI, but someone has to stay with me for 24 hours afterwards if they sedate me, and otherwise I don't know how we're going to get it done. And as always, I love you.